Hello, gunfighters. I'm Major D of the Cross-Branded Peacemakers, talking to you from our home range in central Louisiana. I'm not going to be able to make it the fastest gun alive this year. I'm still a working man, and the boss can't give me that much time off. But I want to hope that everybody has fun in there. Y'all shoot fast and straight, Godspeed, and make it home safely. What I would like to talk to y'all about today is an item on the Marshal's muster agenda, specifically item number 5, that deals with factory-added, non-period correct external parts on the 1873, specifically octagonal barrels. Now, if you're like me, you've read all you can get your hands on about that time period. It was an exciting time period, and frankly, there were a lot of octagonal barrels in the Old West. Blue-Eyed Bell's daddy was born in 1894. He hunted his whole life with a rifle that he claimed was older than he was, so it came from that time period. It was a Marlin lever action in 38-40, and it had an octagonal barrel. One of my very favorite guns in my personal collection is this old Sharps, and I'm showing clear. The Sharps, as you all know, was well known in the Old West. It was a heavy caliber, shoulder fired, breech loading weapon, used cartridges, and it was used for hunting, specifically in the buffalo trade. It also has an octagonal barrel. Now, there were some handgun manufacturers that produced guns with octagonal barrels. Remington and Whitney come to mind real quick. So they weren't unknown in the Old West. Now, in early 2018, I was getting ready for Louisiana State, doing all the things necessary to produce a sanctioned match. And shortly before the match, Quick Cal published a list that he and the Irishman had been working on, dealing with acceptable 6 guns for CFDA use in sanctioned matches. That list disallowed 1873 Colt clones that had octagonal barrels. As it turned out, I had a couple of club members that had this particular handgun. It was built by Pieta, imported by Cimarron. It's called the El Malo. It's a slick little firearm that the club members really liked. And suddenly I realized that we could not use it for a sanctioned competition. I wrote Quick Cal and explained my dilemma. I told him that I had club members that had the gun, that they wouldn't have time to obtain suitable firearms. And over the course of several emails, he agreed to allow us to use that gun at Louisiana State. It was a one-time exemption. Our club members successfully used that firearm at Louisiana State, and from nothing I could see were there any indications that there was any competitive advantage whatsoever to the use of an octagonal barrel on an 1873 Colt. Now, I did write the National Firearms Museum and asked them if there were any examples of such Colts, and they told me that they didn't know of any. So, Cal is right. This gun is not period correct. It's rather steampunkish. Now, steampunk, of course, is an era that never existed, generally set in the late Victorian period. But the CFDA has adopted steampunk dress. We could call this a steampunk revolver and get on with our lives. The thing that I've found about octagonal barrel revolvers, having used this one and having club members use revolvers like it, is that it doesn't detract from the sport. Most people coming onto and leaving the line don't even realize that somebody's using an Octagon barrel. There's no competitive advantage or disadvantage to using the little gun. It just simply has 8 flats on what's normally an otherwise round barrel. Now, I love this sport and the people in it. And I am one of those guys that likes to play by the rules. I intend to do that. Whatever the marshals agree to is fine with me. But I think that the use of guns such as the Cimarron El Malo will broaden the sport. It will appeal to more people. It does not detract from the sport at all. No, the Cimarron El Malo is not period correct. But it is a fun little gun, and fun is written in our rules. Now, I'll abide by whatever the U.S. Marshals decide to do. I'm a guy that likes to play by the rules. And if the rules say no octagonal barrels, that's okay with me. If I were at fastest gun alive this year, I'd vote yes on octagonal barrels. But again, I will abide by the decision of the marshals. Y'all have fun out there. Y'all be careful. Get home safe. I'm Major D with the Cross-Branded Peacemakers. Hope to see y'all on the line real soon.